Good morning. This is some of my art. Excuse me. I'm doing a lot of different things. Okay, so I really just wanted to give you my voice. I hope that's okay and that you don't have any higher expectations of me other than that at this time. Do not have any expectations of that to change anytime through this video, no matter how long it may be. I have empathy if you have no interest in hearing me, especially with the vibration and tone of my voice, that I am taking you down these realms of my personal truths. And yes, I'm struggling to breathe. I know it's hard for you to hear and to understand and know, even though it sounds like it's fine, right? But I can feel where in my nostrils, I'm not fully letting things go. My nostrils are not clear. My sinuses are experiencing something, well, that I would call traumatic. But perhaps that's an overdramatic word of expression to explain the elaborate reference of what my emotion is. So I spoke long and heavy with Uncle Frank today. And I heard some very powerful messages that just changed my world. And honestly, he's another reason why I believe in God. He's always mentioning God to me. And he has a quote for anyone that doesn't like the word God and is allergic to it. He says, religion is for people who don't believe. Faith. No. Religion is for people who don't know. And faith is for people who do. Yeah, that one gives me goosebumps. Isn't that great? I'm glad that you allowed yourself to hear that message. So I got some other things going on. But first, I'd like to start off with this prayer and intention. To all chakras at all levels, please send all the energy necessary to correct these blocks recognized and all the causative factors thereof. No matter where they are located, at every level of the body, mind, emotions, and soul, and spirit complex, anywhere in space and or time. These energies are to go wherever they are need to. To accomplish this result in priority sequence, to effect safe and permanent corrections, to embrace these changes into wholeness. To all chakras at all levels, please send all the energy necessary to convert all discordant vibrations into whole energies of the highest possible vibrational level. Increase tolerance, reduce stress, increase strength, reduce vulnerability, reduce pain to zero. Oh God, I have this grid system here, okay? Number 1, reduce stress. Number 2, improve your services. 3, make things pleasant. And 4 is number 1, really. Connect to source. I think I just finally got it. Mr. Green just woke up. I'm learning these lessons from Fuller Life. Fuller Life. That's a great school. Or like healing reservation. I don't even know what to tell you, okay? I just want to tell you that I want to go there. And if you want to see me underwater in Bali, then please send a donation and says for Bali. Otherwise, please don't tell me what to do. So, when you fret, you lose energy, he says. You lose essence when you melt down. Meaning like you lose your own personal power, I feel like that's what that means. I don't know, like I'm not meeting these people in person, so I'm just judging like things that I've read and by paying attention to like, what's going on. And some of this is also my interpretation, like I'm not even getting the things outright. Sometimes it's best to like not engage with other people. That's coming from me. I mean, he said something that sounds like that, I feel like. But remember, I never heard his voice, so I never understood the tone. Things like that. I'm very thankful to be working with him and his wife. I'm playing with the Healing Rainbow cards right now. I can't get the little book to come out. I don't really need the book, honestly, because like I've played with these cards so much that like it's just, oh, I forgot that all these ones jumped out. Or no. Oh, I think I'm starting to see clearly. But I'm going to have to, like, count these cards just because I'm OCD or whatever. So structure is what just bumped out, which is really funny because if you look at this. This is really funny. Look, this is there. That's why I was like, is this a whole deck? And then obviously it is because this just popped out. So I'm working on building. It's true. I'm working on rebuilding my character, and that's what me and Uncle Frank were talking about. And I'm so excited. Oh, man. And my issue is that I'm not seeing possibilities. Okay? I've been hiding. I've been masking. I've been playing pretend. I've been being super fly, trying to pretend. But really, I had no safe structure of God or any, like, core principle that I would be protected. And then, like, I was having issues with compassion and understanding because I didn't feel like I was one or I was part of the group. But then, like, that's just my authenticity. And I wasn't accepting my own authenticity either. I was pretending to be someone else. So it's really interesting that that's the card that popped up. For me, these just work for me, you know what I mean? Like, I really, really, really want some of these other cards. They're animal cards, and they have a beautiful hummingbird. God, I love hummingbird. But this one is, look, yeah. I'm not understanding the big picture. I'm not being the phoenix. I'm supposed to recognize that, like, when people break up with me, that, like, you know, they don't love me. Like, right? Like, they're unhealthy because they don't want to go to war for me. They don't want to be my knight in shining armor. They don't want to be my crusader. You know, you have to really want to love somebody and be able to fight with them and be through everything in order to find true love. I don't want to be a toxic person. And Uncle Frank talked a lot about this, so bear with me. Let me just get my notes with him. I love you. I am in this process of cleaning, and honestly, I'm running away from my work. Like, I'm telling God, I don't want to work. I don't want to be here. This load is too much. It's too much responsibility to take care of myself. I can't shave my legs. I want to shave my legs. I feel unclean. I'm not good enough. I'm not, like, all the same surgeries. Might have to get, like, a disposable razor. Maybe I could try that. But it is kind of risky if I do have anything in my skin. But I did get acupuncture, no problem. And it was amazing. I would love to get acupuncture again. I'm always promoting that. If you want me to get acupuncture and you want to see me be stabbed with needles, please, 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 or you want to hear some of those sounds even, please, bruh. Please. Yeah. Equal energetic exchange. Don't have an expectation for me to go get acupuncture if you're not going to pay for it. You know, the $90, you know, you got to, like, match me. Like, I'll drive an hour to Jacksonville and I'll get stabbed and let you hear me go, ow, ooh, yikes, oh no, I'm scared. And, like, yeah, maybe I'll go live so you can hear the live stream of the music and everything that's just really going on in the moment. You know, I'll probably get in trouble because there'll be, like, probably, like, professional music, so it's, like, copyrighted. And it's not fair because Plato, whatever, you don't want to, why do you want to patent music? You want to control because music brings people together? That breaks my heart and spirit. But, yeah, I want to share with you these moments, but there's all these devices that all have these, like, excuses and reasons why I can't share and be. And all I want to do is share and be. And sometimes I just want to speak because I got a lot to release. Like, I have to completely exhaust myself. That was something Uncle Frank taught. And I am so glad he used those words at me because I am him, dude. I have to, like, totally exhaust myself. Like, why do you think Trina was doing, like, you know, I always call it black magic, you know? Like, I'm showing my privates and I'm doing things for income and I'm, like, loving all the attention. And I'm just doing it, just doing the easy way out, you know? All I have to do, I found a way to basically play and just do, like, just play 100% and make money. And that's all Trina wanted to do. Can I just do something I really enjoy? I do this 9 times a day anyway because I'm completely miserable and I'm not getting my needs met and I need instant gratification. And I would just do that all the time. And then only then when I was finally done and I overstimulated, I wrote, I told too much truth, you know, I broke what I was fronting, only then could I rest. I know, it's embarrassing. Who's going to want to marry that, bro? Excuse my dark humor. I'm like my biggest bully. I love to humiliate myself, you know? Because I know where my flaws are, and I want you to humiliate me where my flaws are so I can refine my character. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to take full responsibility for your own projections, you know what I mean? What you see in me is what's wrong in you. So I hope that you know that as long as we got these flaws, it's something that keeps you coming back together with people. even when you think people suck, it's the thing that makes you pay attention to them. Some people feel like, negative attention is better than none. I learned that when I was a baby kid. I want to go over a few more Uncle Frank things that really just shook me up today. Before I do, I have some personal notes that I want to say out loud. And that, like if Max or Sarah, both Sarahs, or like anybody that's on Team Trina Mason, and I don't care if it's on there multiple times, the more times it gets commented and stuff like that, if I ever ask people to do it, the more that happens, the more likely it is for me to like get the work done. So I need that positive reinforcement. Like, hey, did you do that yet? Did you go to the doctor yet? Did you get a blood test? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you gonna get that metal taken out of your ankle? Oh God, that's traumatic for me. That's why I had like that automatic response of like that. I'm actually pacing right now because I'm completely miserable. I feel like I've been really lied to and I've been tricked, I feel like there's been this front facade going on that people loved me and liked me, but that was false because I was just pretending to be this other person. And then it made me like put a front on, like I wanted to scare people away because I was just like really tired of being treated bad. So if you're just going to judge me and not always forgive me a million times, then I'm just going to be true to who I am. There's some Frank stuff on here that's like that. He taught me this Janis Joplin line. It says, freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. And he talked a lot about his own personal sufferings and how only if he had no fear of the effect and he simply stayed true to himself that he could have freedom. He had to have that small degree of separation from his children, from everything, so that he could be true to himself and not care who was looking and just be himself. He says how you have to live as an example, or like he talks a lot about that. Like he learned through his own personal experience and suffering. He's refined his character. And then I added that basically God is proud of, but that's also like one that you can be proud of, you know what I mean? Like something where there's no guilty conscience, that you have told everybody that you wronged or what you did, you made it right, however the person thought you were supposed to do it right. Right? But a lot of people want to abandon, so that means they don't have love to me because they don't understand what it takes to really like learn and to forgive and to love. They don't know what service it is. And so many people want to be serial monogamous, They want to like date 5 different people all the time, and they want to like talk to multiple people at the same time and be cheaters. So, people suck. Excuse me. Like, I just been through so much rough stuff, and just like, it makes me just like always be on guard because I just know how people treat me. And like, I'll admit, I don't want to admit that. You think I want to admit that like almost every boyfriend's cheated on me? And that it starts in the mind? It's very possible if the one that I love has already moved on. And meanwhile, I'm like just stuck here like, oh, here we go again. Second round. Round 2. And part of me is just like, man, I want to go to bat number 3. But all I can hear is tarot cards. Like, that's all he can think about. Is that I'm woo-woo. And that makes me think it makes him, me, and everybody else feel like we're cuckoo. I'm cuckoo. Because, like, they don't understand how I can be, like, both. That I can love animals and I can collect the bones of animals, too. They don't understand what animism is. How the spirit lives on in Native American culture, or how I identify with the plants. Some people would rather have like, computers and cars and just television instead of like plants, animals, and sound. What else did Uncle Frank teach? Oh man, he didn't say it, but like I kept getting the idea of the skit. Stop it, If you've ever seen that, it's Mad TV. And if you don't know, if you feel like you're mad and that you got all this mutually assured destruction, then yeah, you might want to learn how to stop it. I got a video for you to make you laugh a little bit, maybe. That's also something that comes up. Give yourself permission to laugh, because if you can learn the emotion to laugh and to cry, then you can face the truth in your own heart and do what's right. But you have to have the ability to see the flip side, to be able to reflect on the opposite side of your actions. So Uncle Frank also told this amazing story that I hope to have him film speaking himself. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of an outline about it, okay? So he talks about how, like, his real name died. Like, his character died because his name was run through the mud for something he didn't even do. That was just an assume just because it looked this way on the outside of the book. So that character died. And then he created a new character that everybody grew to love. Okay? And he said there was a great death in losing,